everyone, and welcome back to Tutorials of Tone. My name is Alex. Thank you so much for watching this video. What you just heard was a snippet from Everybody Wants to Rule the World. This is a classic 80s tune by Tears for Fears, and we have this dialed in for the FM3, but you can also use this on your FM9 or Axe FX3. It's a really simple preset with a little bit of pitch detune that you can bring in or out, as well as a little bit of overdrive and the input boosted overdrive for the end solo. Let's dive right in. First up, we have our input block, negative 47.5 dB on the threshold of our gate, but everything else is set stock. Using my Morse Music Man guitars for this preset, I have this set to be both the bridge and neck humbuckers for that clean tone, and for the overdrives, I'm using a bridge humbucker. First up in our chain, our Studio FF compressor. We are running this virtually stock. Our release time is down to 63.25 milliseconds, no auto makeup gain, and our level is at a 6.5 dB boost to compensate for the compressed signal. We're running into a Jazz chorus amp. It's our Jazz 120. It's set entirely stock. This amp just sounds good right away. Our master volume is all the way up. This is a digital amp, no breakup. We have an 80 Hz low cut and a 10K high cut on the amp. We're running into a pair of 2x12 Jazz chorus cabs with a 57 and a 421 blended evenly. We've got a 100 Hz low cut and a 10K high cut on the cab. We're running into a little bit of stereo detune at the end of our amp chain. We've got plus and minus 5 cents of detune. This is a great way to get that 80s clean sound without adding a chorus. So it's basically a chorus without oscillation. You can engage this or bypass it if you like. So here's with. And without. This makes all the difference and is the special sauce that makes this clean tone so wonderful and so very 80s. We're running in parallel into a medium room reverb. Everything is stock here, except our level is at negative 15 dB. Just a little bit of breath, not too much to add to the already ambient room that you're playing in, but for board recordings, it's not this harsh, stark, barren wasteland of dry guitar. Now, if we're trying to add a lead boost to our overdrive or input boosted overdrive signal, we have a lead boost button on FC3. This is a tap function. Brings in a digital mono delay at a dotted eighth note. Our BPM is at 112. Everything else is stock, but we do have this at negative 15 dB as we are running in parallel. At the very end of our chain, we have a 3 dB boost. This is what we use for lead boosting. Just bring you up in the mix just a hair, bring you right back down when you're done soloing. Now, we have a few modifiers here. One is on gain, and one is on the input boost. These are used on channel B only. This is our overdrive tone. This is using a pitch follower modifier. So as we get higher on the neck and we play higher, we get more distortion, more saturation, and therefore more sustain. And for this, we have a control switch 2, which just engages the input boost for when we go to overdrive plus. Our boost here is a neutral boost type at the stock of 12 dB. Let's hear those tones with our bridge pickup. Then you could bring in the lead boost for that standard overdrive. Or you could bring in the overdrive plus or solo OD. As you can see from the gain switch, as we go up the neck, we're going to get more distortion. And our parameters set between 6 and 8.5. So the lower we play, the less distortion, and we'll move all the way up to 8.5 if we get all the way to our 24th fret or thereabouts. A nice little visual representation of the gain switch. Well, that about does it for this preset. 3 very simple scenes with our clean, our main scene, with that quintessential 80s stereo pitch detune. We have 2 levels of overdrive and the option to lead boost any of these 3 scenes using the lead boost option. You can even use this on the clean channel when you're in the instrumental bridge and add a little bit of ambiance with your delay, or you could have it run into your standard overdrive for a solo, dynamically build it, and then kick that input boost for extra mojo on an extended outro solo. If you enjoyed this video and this preset, there are plenty more throughout the channel that you can check out. Tutorials of tone, Fractal 101s, gear reviews, playthroughs, etc. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time.